For life.
Yeah. Bullet cast. What's going on? Stacy. This elite podcast in here. Ain't nobody better. Look. Yeah. Listen to us every time we live in the side. When you turn it on, it's just defining the mind. If you feel it, our opinions is great. When everything we moving now in the state, turn us on. If the feeling is right, every opinion now comes from the heart. No time we move with a part. We on the radio, it's wrestling. Time's aggression. Here is the feeling in the prove. Get the lesson. And if you want to prove it to you now.
I've loved my time at AEW. Amazing locker room, amazing fans, amazing people. The revolution was indeed televised, and I've been incredibly lucky to be a part of that. First, I want to thank Tony Khan. He's taken the baton and run with it. And it was an honor to work with him and to know him on a personal level. He's a beautiful soul. Obviously, need to thank my incredible wife and the mother of my baby girl, Brandy, for all of her love and support throughout this journey together with the amazing relationships she's fostered with Culture City and the American Heart Association. I would also like to thank Nick and Matt Jackson. These two, whether they know it or not, took an undesired and not confident low cub and gifted me the confidence to become the leader of the pack. Kenneth Omega, Chris Jericho, Chicken, we started the fire. I must thank Tim W., Keith M., Greg W., and the amazing production crew who understood and captured the vision with such grace. I can't name everybody, but thank you to Mega, Margaret, Harrington, Jeff Jones, Dana, Tony Schiavone, Byrne, Raph, and the hardest worker in the game, QT Marshall, for propping me up and kicking me in the ass when I was running on fumes. I must thank all my kiddos, MJF, Jade, Sammy, Darby, Lee, Ricky, Tom, the Guns, Brock, Velvet, Nyla, Aubrey, Turner, Vanilla, Solo, Spears, Julia, Anna, Will, Wardlow, Sonny, Fuego 1, and of course, Negative 1. While we're at it, give Jade the Cody Vader. I also need to take a moment to thank the great partners at Warner Media, including Brett, Sam, and the rest of the team. I have many milestones and beautiful memories of this renaissance through blood, sweat, and tears, literal fire, and all of that. I left it on the mat. Everything pales in comparison to the final contribution I was empowered to lead at the company, the community outreach team. In the most onward moments, your outward behavior and your ability to take fame/influence and do something of value for the communities you visit, whether the cameras are on or off, is the highest honor. I am confident Amanda Huber will lead the department with style. I'm so proud of my creations and contributions and the items I supported and collaborated with on such wonderful professionals. Thank you, fans. Y'all did the work. Let's live forever.
A heartfelt thank you to every fan that has supported me in AEW. It was an honor to be the company's first chief brand officer. The thank you list is long, so I'll try not to wander. Thank you to Culture City, Special Olympics, Illinois, and the American Heart Association for allowing me to cultivate these amazing partnerships. Thank you to every AEW heel that helped me build a dream community of female fans. Thank you to every AEW wrestler and talent that worked hard to create a great locker room environment. Thank you to the production team, makeup team, and seamstress. Thank you, Dustin, QT, Jerry Lynn, and Leva Bates, for every ounce of energy, help, and encouragement you provided. Thank you to my husband for being that constant rock and partner every single day. Thank you to TNT, TBS, and Warner Media for treating my family like your family. Thank you to Tony Khan for giving me this opportunity and platform. I move forward with my daughter and this quote in mind. We must take time to define our own path. Too quickly, we can find the world defining it for us. Unknown. Also, quote, I'll see you on the flippity flop, from Michael Scott.
Cody and Brandi Rhodes were integral to the launch of All Elite Wrestling. Cody's ability combined with his boldness, his passion of our industry and his love for community outreach helped AEW deliver on our mission to give fans what they need for far too long, something new, innovative, and lasting. Brandy helped us shape the AEW story, and I appreciate how hard she fought for us both in the ring and out of the ring, competing in the women's division while advancing our efforts at inclusion in civic causes, including great partnerships with Culture City and the American Heart Association. I have immense respect and appreciation for Cody and Brandy, and I wish them both the best as they move on from AEW. Thank you, Cody and Brandy. Tony Khan, CEO, President, General Manager, and Head of Creative, All Elite Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just been read the statements issued by Brandy and Cody Rhodes and Tony Khan upon the departure of Cody and Brandi Rhodes leaving All Elite Wrestling. I am Phillip Antoine, the microphone messiah. I'm joined by current Bulletcast champion Brian Tronic Chronic, and of course, my day one, the Canadian Destroyer, Brandon Tanguma. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Fantastic.
Brian?
I'm doing great.
What are you?
Feels good.
What a powerful statements. Powerful statements. That Live Forever by Cody. I'm gonna have to use that on the kids today. Today's the final practice before the big tournament. I'm gonna have to hit them with that Live Forever. Yeah. So real quick, I know we were supposed to do like the whole truce thing about like the whole heel turn or whatever. We'll save that for next week. Big news. It shocked the wrestling world, man. I mean, there have been talks about Steve Austin coming back, and this one took the cake. Cody and Brandy have really left AEW. I mean, Cody's been working for a couple months without a contract, and it's shocking, man. The guy that helped build this new company has left it. What were your initial thoughts when you first heard about this, Brandon?
Well, I was shocked because it did happen kind of in the morning. So I saw it. I kind of woke up to the news and it was shocking. But once you kind of step back and think about it, it's not too shocking. As you said, he's been working on a handshake deal for these last couple of weeks, if not months. And Cody, when AEW first started, he was one of the integral parts of AEW, being an EVP, being one of the head guys. And then, as time moved on, Tony Khan kind of took creative power. And then, Cody's doing some other things with the Go Big show, doing the reality show, and, wrestling kind of fell behind, and he wasn't exactly, the top guy. And maybe that little clause of him not wrestling for the world championship ever again was played a part in that. And then when it came out that he was leaving, it was like, they didn't come to terms with the new deal. Now, if this was like a year ago, I think they would have got a deal done. But a year ago, they didn't have CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, Malachi Black, Keith Lee, and like all these different people who they've signed and to big money deals. And so who knows what would have happened. And, there's a pandemic and there's just all these different things that just kind of threw everything for a loop. And it seems like a foregone conclusion that he's going to WWE. Wouldn't be shocked if he shows up at Blood Money. It's probably going to show up before WrestleMania. And yeah, is the EVP, one of the founding fathers of AEW, leaves the company. So,
yes, sir.
Big news. Brian
Tronic.
Yeah, that bag, man. I mean, I just look, it sucks because, you think like, oh, it's not about the money. It's not about the money, which I don't think it's entirely about the money. It could also be about the loss of control of his portion of the booking or creative within the company. Tony Khan's got a lot of people that he just signed and has been signing throughout last year. And so maybe he can afford Cody, but isn't willing to afford or isn't willing to pay Cody what he wants. And on top of all that, I why not, right? Like, I mean, hey, we can't come to terms. I'm gonna go back to WWE. Maybe he has a lot of leverage now, honestly. Like, hey, give me what I want. I'll be the first guy to come from AEW over to WWE. Kind of. I mean, even though he was WWE first. But hey,
don't forget about deal. Mercedes Martinez. She jumped ship and then she jumped back ship.
That is true.
Yeah. No. This is interesting, man. I mean, because like Brandon and I, we were at Double or Nothing, and we talk about it a lot. But just a lot of stuff happened that weekend, and I did that cigar meet and greet with Cody the day after the show, And I said, "Hey man, thank you for the revolution." And he said, "Hey man, we're just getting started." And that was May 25th of 2019. Here we are, February 16th or 17th of 2022. A lot happened in that time frame. A lot of great stuff did happen. He told great stories. He had Brody Lee's final contest. He put over Sammy Gavor. I mean, that first Dynamite, he beat Sammy. His final Dynamite, he puts him over. That's a hell of a story to be told. But I think for Cody, it's simply about the body of work. You know, that's what Dusty always talked about. What is your body of work? You know, Dusty did all those great things in the NWA and being a booker and stuff like that, and the War Games match. But he went to WWE. He did the polka dots thing, made it work, and then he became, an integral part of the NXT Black and Gold that everybody loved. You know, it's about your body of work. Cody Rhodes has always wanted one thing, and that is to be the world champion. Where is the world championship? It's in WWE. It's currently around the waist of Bobby Lashley. So, and people are saying, well, he could go back to the Indies. I mean, yeah, he could, but he already did that. You know, anybody that leaves WWE and it has like Matt Cardona, it's basically the Cody Rhodes route. That's what it's probably forever going to be known as. You leave WWE and you have success like that. I mean, Cody left WWE, became the NWA champion. Look at Matt Cardona. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that. But yeah, man, it's about the body of work and what you do throughout your whole career in the world of sports entertainment and professional wrestling. So, I mean, WWE seems like the honest answer. Like, go back to where it all started and be a bigger star. Be a bigger star than you were when you left. And he did that from May of 2016 when he got released up until we'll even go January 1st, 2019 when AEW was announced. That time period, he toured the Indies. He went to Japan. He won championships. You know, he put on all in. He took a dollar bet from Dave Meltzer, and that catapulted the second biggest wrestling company on the planet today. You know, so
yep.
It's it's an interesting thing. And we don't know what's going to happen with Brandy. I mean, she was in a feud with Paige Van Zandt.
Paige ran her out of the company.
Yeah. I know Dan Lambert's waiting on that one. But yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if Cody's motivation for going back to WWE would also include wanting to just be that guy to sort of change like the narrative or like make history and make it so that, okay, I was the guy who went back to WWE and made it so that talent felt like, oh, okay, well, maybe we can go to WWE. Maybe it's not as bad as everyone thinks. Maybe if we do leave, we can go back and,
But here's the thing. If Cody does go to WWE, the way he and Brandy are going to be treated is going to play an integral part to those other expiring contracts in AEW.
Yes, absolutely.
If because the MJF talks about the bidding war of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're going to be watching to see how they're portrayed on camera, and I'm sure they'll talk and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be very, very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Cody's like a goal-driven, big-minded person, which is, kind of one of the reasons why maybe it didn't exactly work out too well in AEW, just because he was trying to do so many different things, and he has, kind of an attitude about him for better or for worse. And so going to WWE being that next big goal for him, it will be interesting to see how they utilize him. And it's a little bit of a different aspect because he is a quote unquote WWE guy. So Vince might not have the same, stink about him if he were to bring in an MJF, a Darby Allin, or, someone else from AEW. So I would assume he's going to come in, get a big push. The WWE title picture seems like it's up in the air. Maybe that's the route they go. I would be shocked if they just put it on him, but I do wonder how Cody is portrayed because he was trying to be a babyface in AEW, didn't work. He wants to be a face. The crowds in WWE seemingly are like, there's some.
He'll get a pop.
I know, but there's like quote unquote like the smart fans in WWE, but they've kind of ran off to AEW at this point. So how is the WWE crowd going to respond to Cody? Like they probably know AEW and are aware of what he's doing, but I just don't know if it's going to be like as big of a deal in
I-
WWE, like for the long term.
I'll say, I think that you can easily insert Cody into that AJ Styles role when he first came to WWE. If he had that exact run in the beginning, I think it's a success.
I don't know, man, because this isn't the Cody that left, you know? And it's ironic if he does come back and wrestles at WrestleMania, his last Mania was in that same building.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, the blonde-haired Cody, the suits, the more articulate speaker, the guy that can make any match feel big, any segment feel big.
Yep.
You could put him out there with, I don't know, Shanky, and it would feel like the biggest match in the world, because that's just the way Cody can promote it. I mean, his dad's one of the best that's ever done this. And yeah, man. So it's very interesting. And people were talking about, well, is Dustin leaving? Dustin said he's not going anywhere. What happens to the Nightmare Factory?
Well, I mean, QT's still there. He's going to hold up shop and run it.
QT Marshall.
So,
yes, sir. It's very interesting to what's been going on. Whatever these two people decide, I think the wrestling world will support them. They came, they helped the revolution along, and then they left.
The internet tells me he's probably going to be recording some sort of vignettes at the PC this weekend. So, I mean, I think it's a foregone conclusion he's going to be either at WrestleMania or, very close around that time frame.
I say the Raw after the Chamber.
Okay.
Yeah. That way you have nice time to promote whatever is going to happen at WrestleMania.
He's going to come before Veer. Who would have thought?
Shout out. Maybe he feuds with Veer. Maybe he does like a quick little feud with Veer, and then he goes on to do something big at WrestleMania. You never know. Speaking of WrestleMania, apparently Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming out of retirement. The Texas Rattlesnake's name has been swirling around the dirts for a couple days now. They're talking about him in Dallas going up against Kevin Owens, Battle of the Stunner, brother. I don't know, man. I mean, Austin has said recently that, if he comes out of retirement, it's to have the Brock match that he didn't get to have all those years ago because, he walked out and stuff like that. I mean, he's your favorite, Brandon. So if Stone Cold Steve Austin came out of retirement, honest to God, how would you feel? You're flying to Dallas.
I don't know if I'm flying to Dallas, but I do kind of have mixed emotions about Stone Cold coming back. Like, would it be awesome? Would I pop? And because technically I've never seen Stone Cold wrestle a match live, because I didn't watch that WrestleMania match against The Rock. So technically, I've never really seen a Stone Cold match, but he's 57. He's definitely getting up there. He still looks great, but he's always said, he was so content with that Mania match with The Rock being the last, because it was a fantastic match, one of the best he's ever had. And then now it's he's going to come back, possibly have a Goldberg type deal where he has a couple matches, maybe, wrestles in Saudi and wrestles Brock, and he does these little things, which, I mean, I'm not going to complain if someone wants to, get their money, but I'm just conflicted, because it would be so much fun to see Stone Cold back, but I do wonder what he would be like. If this happened 10 years ago and we were able to get that CM Punk match and all that other good fun stuff, I'd be so hyped. But now, not seeing the blooms off the rose by any means, but I mean, the man's almost 60 years old. What are we doing here? Just kind of reeks of desperation from, I would say WWE, because they just keep going to the well of legends instead of building new legends. But it's still Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What did Brock say on Pat McAfee's show? Somebody come take the ball and run with it?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to take the ball when you're not even given the ball.
Sometimes you have to take it. You have to go out. You have to go out there when it's your time, and you have to be so entertaining that Vince has to be like, "Well, God damn it!"
But you can't be too entertaining, because if Vince didn't want you to be entertaining, then he's just gonna, bury you.
No, that's not true. I remember I've heard this from Bully Ray, and he's been in the news lately. But Bully Ray once said that he and Devon took liberties with their time and the stuff they did out there, that when they came back through the curtain, Vince was right there at his face, and Vince said, if you ever do that on my show again, you better make sure it's that damn good. So, you never know. You never know.
Let's see. Rusev Day got over. He didn't do anything with it because that wasn't really Vince's idea. Zack Ryder got over. AJ Styles.
Title.
AJ Styles had that push early on, but he had to show him that he had to lose to Jericho early on.
What do you mean? He's had a great career.
I know he's had a great career. I'm just trying to pick out of you have to take the ball and run with it. Who's taking the ball and run? We keep talking about all these NXT people who could have been so fantastic and they just haven't done anything. Like,
what do you mean?
Kevin Owens? You're telling me Kevin Owens hasn't taken the ball and run with it?
Kevin Owens has had.
He's been a featured part of the company since he's been on the main roster. He beat John Cena in his first main roster match. What more do you want?
And his opponents, win, lose, or draw at WrestleMania alone, I think have been pretty decent. Like, he's had some pretty good opponents at WrestleMania. He's had some pretty good opponents, period.
I just think we're talking about two completely different things. You guys are talking about, they've had a good career. They've done good stuff. I'm talking like what Seth Rollins said on the Pat McAfee show, like drawing money, being a top guy, difference maker, needle mover.
Okay.
There's just none of those in the last generation.
I mean, what's the cutoff? We're talking 10 years?
I would just say since Cena. Cena's the only person since then. Like, you can say Roman, but
we will say Roman. I will say Roman Reigns. Hell, he's about to hold that title for like another year and a half. He's about to have that Hogan. He's about to have that Hogan 86-89 run, brother.
I'll play devil's advocate real quick. Cena had other guys to dance with while he was at the top.
That's true. That's
Roman
very.
doesn't really have very many.
So look, Cena had Edge, he had Hunter, he had Shawn, he had Randy, he had Batista. Lashley popped in there for a little bit. He tangled with JBL. You know what I'm saying? He had guys that he could go to time and time again. Even in the latter run, he danced with the Miz. He met guys like he even had decent matches with like Alex Riley and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
CM Punk and Daniel Bryan.
I mean, yeah, Punk and Bryan. Yes, of course. Throughout the course of Cena's career, there's always
CM Punk. CM Punk had the pipe bomb, and then what happened after that? He had the SummerSlam match, and then he
outsold Cena in merch,
then he gets derailed by Kevin Nash and Triple H,
and then he went on to hold the title for 434 days,
and main evented like 2 of those shows. And who main evented those other shows? John Cena.
Okay, because look, I will put it to you like this: Cena still had that mass popularity because he's John Cena. Punk, there were some successes. He did outsell Cena in merch for a little bit. That's good. But it is what it is. The Punk run, I do have my qualms with it. Should have main evented Mania. Hey, wait, what do you mean? He made. Hold on. Now we're looking at the Punk. All right, main evented with The Rock at Elimination Chamber and the Royal Rumble. Main evented with Cena at Night of Champions, 2012. Main evented Survivor Series, the one with the Shield debut. That's 4. We're going over that run. You see what you got me doing now? All right, let's see.
Those back-to-back Mania years, I think, is what took Punk out.
He had
Jericho and Taker.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Jericho feud was good. Yeah, they main evented out Extreme Rules 2012. Boom.
It just wasn't the main event of WrestleMania, though.
He wanted the main event of Mania. That's right. He did. I know he did.
Okay, so when did CM Punk win the first? I have all the main events here.
All right, he won the title for that run. It was I want to say Survivor Series of 2011. He beat Del Rio.
Okay, the main event of that match was The Rock and Cena taking on the Awesome Truth.
Okay, well, it was Rock's first match back. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And then main event of TLC.
Main event of TLC
Punk,
in the Miz.
Main evented TLC. Did not main event the Rumble because it's the Rumble.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber. John Cena versus Kane in an ambulance match.
Because that was a hot story.
Then Rock and Cena at WrestleMania. Brock and Cena at Extreme Rules.
Oh, that's
John Cena,
right.
John Laurinaitis. at Over the Limit. John Cena and the Big Show, No Way Out. John Cena, Kane, Big Show, Jericho, Miz in a Money in the Bank match at Money in the Bank. Triple H versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
CM Punk and John Cena finally a Night of Champions. And then
I told you that.
Mm-hmm. And then we get a little bit of a run. We get, Punk and Ryback and Cena and Ryback, and then Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena in a ladder match for the Money in the Bank contract. Who can forget that? And then it ends with Punk and Rock for the championship at Royal Rumble. I think you can't exactly excuse the run of Cena, Laurinaitis, and Big Show and Kane.
Big Show and Kane, two former world champions. One of them's a Hall of Famer now. They had that last little great run. Laurinaitis, we can't say nothing about that one. We can't say anything about that. I don't even know why that happened. Yeah.
Okay, so then should it?
We're talking about Stone Cold. What we just went off on a complete side
I know.
tangent.
So is Cody going to be holding up that title that I sent you?
Yep. No, not that one.
Hopefully it's the black one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smackdown recap. Roman Reigns said things. Roman's gonna. Did he say he was gonna Goldberg? Did we say that last week? Yeah. Oh no, he said that this week. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's gonna Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
And I hope he does. I hope he Goldberg's Goldberg, because Roman needs a win going into WrestleMania. Like, listen, I'm not playing around anymore. I don't need the Usos. I don't need Heyman. Let me just take care of business. Let's do work. I'm gonna show you how it's done.
Let's do the work. Let's do the work, like Cody would say.
That's right.
My friend,
Your friend Cody, who's going to be backstage with me at WrestleMania.
Right there. What do you mean? You have a baby on the way. You're going nowhere.
Oh, I'm going.
I got you for 3 minutes of playtime. Yeah.
I'm going.
Hey, my mom said you're not going nowhere for the next 18 years. Damn.
I'm going.
My mama on your head, boy.
I'm going.
You're not going nowhere, bro.
Mania is April 2nd. That's before the baby showers.
Man,
I'm going.
Hey, man, when's the baby shower? April what?
23rd and 30th.
Okay, cool. Because
still haven't gotten my invite yet.
The 16th.
The invites haven't gone out yet. I'm
gonna be in Philly on the 16th. GSW, we back, baby.
I thought they canceled that show.
No, they canceled it. It was supposed to be on Saturday, but
okay.
they canceled it. And we're doing a bigger show in April in Philly, city of brotherly love, baby. Yes, sir.
Philly.
I'm gonna hit West Philly. I'm gonna get a cheesesteak. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Me too. I got a meeting with Vince in Stanford.
Okay. All right, bro. I do want. That's one thing I do want to do. I do want to go to Titan Towers before they move officially.
Yeah.
But is Roman gonna Goldberg?
He is.
Honestly,
he should.
Man, look, the Lashley match at Saudi wasn't bad. It was probably Goldberg's better match since the Brock won at 33. Okay, so I mean Roman he'll bump around for Goldberg, but it is Saudi Arabia.
He shouldn't.
And Goldberg has never lost in Saudi. Wait, was the Undertaker match in Saudi Arabia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Goldberg's only lost once in Saudi Arabia. It scares me, bro. Honest to God, I'm a little scared that if
Goldberg beat the Fiend in Saudi Arabia.
We don't talk about that.
Sorry. Except for that one podcast that I think we did live and we watched it.
Your favorite Meltzer, your favorite Meltzer said there's gonna be some swerves.
Hey yo, bro, Wade Keller's been wilding. What's up with him? He's up with your boy. I sent you it. He wilding.
Well, that was just clickbaity, out of context quotes. He didn't say no one liked Brandy. He said for the people he talked to, they didn't have anything nice to say about Brandy.
Who's he talking to? Who does he have access to?
People, sources.
What sources?
In AEW.
If he can't reveal his sources, then he's not a credible journalist.
Well, a good journalist doesn't reveal his sources because then that doxes the people who his sources are.
But then how am I supposed to believe you if I don't know who your sources are?
Because
I can't just take your word for it. I don't know him.
What are you talking about? He's a reputable journalist.
You see, I can take Sam Roberts and Peter Rosenberg's word for it because I know.
Especially when I'm talking about WWE, because they get the paychecks from him. So they're definitely not biased.
They're not. Bro, you don't even listen to their shows. When things are bad on that product, they will say it's bad. Like Rosenberg was just talking about, can Roman really have the title for another year and a half and it be good?
Oh yeah, I'm more.
Well,
Come on, bro. You're not.
You don't listen to Wade Keller, and you're burying him right now.
I listen to Wade Keller
When he's on Sam Roberts, like
yes,
you know,
I listen to Wade Keller twice a year.
There you go.
Man, but I'm just saying you have to reveal your sources. Like I have a source.
What are your sources?
Zach Linder. He used to work at .com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I used to work at .com.
No, you didn't. Who used to be in charge of .com?
Oh, that's easy. Brian Garrett.
No, it was Howard Finkel. It was the thing.
I knew that. I was just trying to make sure you knew.
You're a liar.
I was just trying to make sure you knew. Actually, .com.
Charlotte retains
the Queen City.
What a match, brother. What a match. Naomi, bro. God damn. Naomi.
You want to look good? Get in the ring with the Queen.
Hey, did you see the fan footage? Like they were going crazy for Naomi, bro.
That's right.
She gonna get her moment. Naomi gonna beat Sonya on night 1 of WrestleMania.
Yep.
This is a long-term storybooking, brother.
It is, and people say they want long-term storybook stories, but they don't like it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know, Sonya Deville, the master of the long-term storytelling. Her and Mandy, her and Naomi.
But you've always said that Daddy's underrated.
I've been telling you. I mean, she's adequately rated now. We moved on to Kaden Carter. Kaden Carter is now the new underrated.
Bro, you're not a fan of hers.
Check the tape. I've been saying she's underrated for months now.
Okay, but were you a fan of hers when she was on the Indies? When she was rolling with Bestia 666? No, you weren't. I was.
Big fan when she showed up at the Mae Young Classic.
That's not, bruh. I've been watching her already.
Already?
You were watching, you saw her like take her first bump, apparently, according to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I follow these people. No, you know how much wrestling I watch?
Me
It's not
too.
even funny.
Phillip watches so much.
Nikita
wrestling.
Lyons making her debut next week on NXT.
Nikita Lyons is making her debut next week.
That's right.
I can't wait.
And guess what? I already saw her wrestle on 205 Live. Rest in peace.
Man, we don't talk about it. But the Queen City retained. Great match. She's been in the news for some things that happened on SmackDown that were going to happen on tomorrow night when it is. Yeah.
Great bump off the table.
Yeah. I mean, Ronda didn't do it that hard. That's what happened. Ronda doesn't know what she's doing.
Yep.
Isn't that right? When it comes to the Queen, Ronda don't know what she's doing, Brian?
Absolutely not.
Come on, bro. We need to meet Charlotte so you can do the gimmick.
Yes. I gotta do the gimmick. I'm gonna do the gimmick.
You know what I want you to have a woo off with Ric Flair.
Oh man, please.
Woo!
I'll do it.
Let me hear it.
Woo! Woo!
Woo!
Okay.
Woo! You gotta do the one he used to do, like he didn't do it that often back in the 80s, but he would be like, woo, 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 woo. Oh man. Let's go on. Outside of the ring, 205 Live has officially been canceled. That was Adam Pearce's baby. He put out a statement about it. Man, 205 Live, bro. I saw a couple live, whenever WWE came to town. I saw when Enzo was champion. Hey, Enzo helped that brand. People don't want to give Enzo his credit, but he did his damn thing. And he and Kaz XL about to wrestle the Hardy Boys, at the Big Time Wrestling on the East Coast. Yes, sir.
Wait, him and Enzo or
him and Kaz are about to wrestle the Hardy Boys.
Wow.
Kaz XL. Excuse me.
Enzo big.
Not W. Morrissey, but Kaz XL.
Yeah, Kaz XL.
That's something to have two different personas, one on the Indies and one when you're on fucking TV. Man.
Oh man.
But 205 Live, man, a lot of great matches, a lot of underrated matches, like the stuff Ali was doing on there, Cedric, Buddy Murphy. That was a great use for Buddy Murphy. I'm happy he got to do that. And apparently the plan is to bring him in AEW.
Apparently he's already signed.
Man, I'm all for it. Yeah, I need to see Buddy Murphy. Oh, you missed your boy Blake Christian.
I did.
And then they butchered his name, and he was like, they called him Blake Christensen.
What?
Yeah, bro, he had a banger of a match with Titus.
Oh,
I forgot to post the clip, but hey, man, that thing was woo. I need to see Buddy Murphy versus Blake Christian. Because they look alike.
I want to see Blake Christian versus Darby Allin.
And I'm fine with that. Let's run it. I want to see Blake Christian versus Sammy.
Oops.
In a skateboard on a pole match.
Oh,
yeah.
Fight for the real skater girl is.
Oh, why y'all go there? Why y'all go there, bro? It took me a minute. Why y'all go there? But 205 Live is gone. Thoughts?
RIP 205 Live. It's all about level up now.
Hey, I like it. I like it. I think it's this is what NXT Evolve was supposed to be, probably. Honestly,
it's about time.
Well, I mean, 205 Live wasn't even like a cruiserweight division. It was just NXT 3.0. So now level up is like the double A to NXT's triple A.
Man, level up.
I leveled up in 2018.
All right, be quiet, please.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
Yep.
My God. Kelly Kincaid, the former Quinn McKay, has joined WWE. She's going to be on, I guess, NXT Level Up on Friday when it comes on. I'm excited to watch that. I really am.
You should be. It's good.
Hey, I messed with Quinn McKay. You know, when she was a Ring of Honor, you know, being the ring announcer and stuff like that, or backstage interviewer and stuff like that.
Related to legendary West Coast announcer James Kincaid.
Yes, yes, my boy Jimbo. Jimbo does a great job. I got to sit by the commentary table and hear him.
SF State's finest.
Him and Veda Scott, they did a great job. They have great chemistry together. They do. Almost like me and Paul Crockett, you know, when we call GSW together. Yes,
or like me and Michael Cole.
Or like me and Kevin Gill and Pollo Del Mar when we call Ugwa. This Sunday. Hope to see y'all there. Yes,
or
sir.
Like me when I show up at Ugwa and I take the Bullet Cats Universal Heavyweight Championship.
Brock Lesnar was on Pat McAfee.
Spinner.
Look, Brock Lesnar was on Pat McAfee's show. This was great. Brock doing the what? Breaking the table. This is
smash that table.
This is entertaining as hell. I love it. We're gonna have to get through this stuff. Matt Cardona has won the NWA title. Thoughts?
Good for him. Just doing everything he wants to do. And he put out a poll. Then he said, like, oh, should I put a spinner on it or should I make it a purple strap? Just completely destroying the NWA title. Love to see it.
Bro, you know what? They hated on my boy Zicky Dice when he wanted to put a pink strap on that. I can't believe them. They're just gonna let Matt Cardona do it.
I don't want Matt Cardona to become a parody of himself.
You never know. The spinner, it worked with the GCW title.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it with the NWA title. just let it be, bro. With the Christian Cage inspired gear, though, I like that. It was taking 16 years till the day. I like that. That was a smart move. Remember the Bollywood boys, the guys that used to accompany Jinder Mahal? They are the new Defy Tag Team Champions.
Yep.
Congrats.
Yes. Ember Moon has returned to the Indies. Athena is in full effect. The Eclipse is in full effect. She defeated Thunder Rosa, and it was a Warrior Wrestling. Some racial slurs were shouted, and Thunder Rosa shut that shit down real quick. Shout out Thunder Rosa. She's an ally. She's invited to the cookout. Yes. Ember Moon on the Black Power Ranking coming soon.
Thunder Rosa on the Brown Power Ranking coming soon.
Yep, coming in.
Hulk Hogan on the what?
Whoa!
Never mind.
Oh hell no! You gotta be muted for that one, brother. No, you can't be saying stuff like that, bruh. It's Black Excellence Month. Why would you do that?
Surprised that's usually something dumb I'd say.
Nah, Jesus Christ. All right. This day in wrestling, ECW CyberSlam 1996. Brian Pillman shows up. Rollins Day 1997. Steve Austin did something crazy. No Way Out 2002. Chris Jericho retains the undisputed title against Steve Austin. NJPW Circuit 2008. Kurt Angle defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. There we go. No Way Out 2008. There were a lot of Elimination Chamber matches. All your Ruthless Aggression era favorites were on it. Elimination Chamber 2013, Rock defeats CM Punk to retain the WWE title. Elimination Chamber 2019, Daniel Bryan retains the eco-friendly WWE title. Finn Balor beats Bobby Lashley for the Intercontinental title. Yeah. All right, we're going on to the fan mail. Got quite a bit of fan mail this time around. Let's get to it. All right. Jack of all trades. Cody leaving AEW was a huge shock. The talk is WWE, but what if he goes to the NWA and swerves everyone and we get Cody Aldis 3? Okay, sure. But I mean, been there, done that, right?
He's going to WWE. I think there's no reason for him to leave AEW and not go to WWE.
You think he keeps the music?
He has. It has to be the Cody presentation. I mean, he owns it.
Okay.
It has to be the Cody presentation.
Cut the 10 seconds of fluff and just get right into the song. But besides that, I'm fine with the music.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the initial, like the debut, it needs to go straight to the adrenaline,
Yeah.
But then like for the the WrestleMania entrance, you have to do the fluff. It's WrestleMania. It's a 2-night spectacular.
Most stupendous 2-night event in sports entertainment.
Exactly. The most stupendous 2-night premium live event in all of sports entertainment, brother. Man, we should promote for WWE.
I do backstage.
Okay, that's not. If you're not going to be humble, you're going to have to lose that championship.
I won't lose it.
Yeah. All right. Nigerian Prince. I heard the Black Power ranking, and I've been waiting on one for quite some time. That Henny Wrestling guy, I started following him. Dude beats everybody. He's great. He should be on more often. He might replace Brian. You never know.
No, one's replacing me. Okay.
Hey, who 420?
Who?
Did Brian go to West Coast Pro?
Yo.
Nope.
Listen,
Bro.
my son was being honored for Black History Month in an assembly at school, and I couldn't miss it. Okay, I found
Did
out
all the
last
black
minute.
kids get one?
No, you have to have a certain grade point average in order to get it. Okay.
Damn.
He also had a Zoom call with the mayor of San Francisco. You think every black kid's gonna have a Zoom call with the mayor of San Francisco?
I had a Zoom call with her too. You know what I'm saying?
That was off the record, though.
It was off the record, yes, sir. Personal meeting later tonight. Holla at your boy. Moving on from that, Copenhagen Smith. This chamber match on Sunday is going to be either mediocre or an insane car wreck. Either way, I'm intrigued. Copenhagen Smith coming back. Love you, man. Love you. Robert Walker. If Austin comes out of retirement at WrestleMania this year, I'll shit myself.
Oh, wear diapers.
Guess it depends. Because it depends on whether he going to be there or not. All right, Dan. Honest thoughts on Carmelo Hayes. I like the guy. He has a good look. He's entertaining, but is there something missing? Also, Trick Williams is great also. Okay. Is there something missing from Carmelo Hayes? Melo is money. Melo don't miss. Rest in peace to all my ops. Is there something missing from Carmelo Hayes?
I don't think so.
No. I think he has filled in that void of top-tier African-American talent that Velveteen Dream left. You know what I mean?
If anything, he should probably talk more.
Yeah. Because, God, the Velveteen Dream. Oh, man. What could have been? What could have been?
What's he doing? Is he just keeping to himself, not getting any trouble?
He did an interview with somebody, and, they talked about that, and his career was ruined because of that. Yeah. He didn't touch anybody though, so that's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to move on. Oh Jesus.
That was worse than my Hogan. Jeez.
Oh man. Oh my.
I'm clean today, guys. I haven't said anything.
Yeah. In Brightest Day X.
Mr. X.
Yes,
Sorry.
Uncle X.
Sorry.
Why do you think Cody would go back to WWE now? It is purely for monetary reasons, or have they presented him with an offer for his character that he couldn't turn down? Also, how long until they turn him back into Stardust? I don't think he's going to go back into being Stardust. We already talked a lot about Cody. How much does Cody's leaving AEW hurt the company in the long term? We'll see. We will see.
Honestly, I don't think it hurts it that much. There would be no AEW without Cody, but I think from now on, it's a well-run, they kind of know what they're doing company. And he wasn't doing too much behind the scenes anyways. Like that was more just Tony Khan's stuff. So
he was doing did you not see Rhodes to the top? He was doing it all. What happens to Rhodes to the top?
Doesn't he own it?
And it got renewed for a second season, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna have they're gonna have the show, I think.
Did they film it already or
I don't know.
That's that.
Well, now what? I know this is never gonna happen, but what happens if the Jaguars like win the Super Bowl? Does WWE send a WWE title? Because I think they're just asking for trouble if they do that.
That is something. The Jaguar, they need to win the Super Bowl now. Next year they need to win.
The Bengals made it to the Super Bowl, so anything can happen.
I know. Mr. X must be hurt.
It's okay. They covered. That's all that matters, right, Mr. X? Not that they, won or anything like that.
We'll see. We shall see. What kind of match could we see from Stone Cold and KO if the reports pan out? Let's let the reports pan out even further. Yeah. Let's wait till he just shows up. All right. Let's do that. Has Brock reached his final form with this current character incarnation? And is it the greatest version of him we've ever seen in WWE? I don't know, man. That Brock, that rookie run, bro, I don't know. Brock was different back in the day, boy. Brock was something special back in the day. What y'all think?
He took a chair shot straight to the dome. Whole freaking...
It's crazy because April's going to be the 10-year anniversary of his coming back. That Extreme Rules match, that him and Cena, man.
Brock should have won.
Brock should have won, brother.
But once again, WWE got to show who's the real top dog.
Well, I mean, I wonder what they would have done because, Edge cut that promo that Cena needed to beat Brock and stuff like that. I wonder what they would have done if Brock had beat Cena. I wonder what kind of character arc they could have done for John.
That was coming off of the Rock loss. They could have not exactly done a heel turn. You could have done some sort of sad Cena.
Yeah, I've had big losses. I know what that's like. It changes you.
All right.
Cena needed to win.
Season finale of Peacemaker tonight. Can't wait to watch. It's gonna be great.
Wow.
When I lost the Intercontinental Championship, it was devastating.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I scratched my nose.
Just wait till what happens with this Bulletcast Championship.
I'm gonna be the longest reigning and defending champion.
No, you're not.
When I step into the Ugwa house, okay.
Not an Ugwa. You're going to the Ugwa house?
Yeah.
You're going to San Jose?
Yeah, dojo.
Don't get tangled up in the barbed wire. I told you guys that I got tangled up in the barbed wire.
Wait, so they're not calling this one the Ugwa house?
This is Ugwa area. Ugwa areas? Is that what we're calling this one? I don't know. But I ever tell you guys that I got tangled up at the barbed wire at the Ugwa house? It was the New Year's Day party, and I went to go pee outside, and I got tangled up in barbed wire.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. Almost lost my leg, brother. All right. He also says if Sensei John Kreese Martin Cove becomes a permanent part of Britt Baker's entourage, I'm all for it. Cobra Kai never dies. I've never seen Cobra Kai, and I probably never will.
I watched like 3 episodes, then I kind of stopped.
Yep.
But I've heard good things about
NXT Vengeance Day. Quick thoughts. Carmelo Hayes, great job. Toxic Attraction, love him. Ziggler being on camera with NXT, I love it. The Eddie inspired gear by Santos Escobar was great. The white tiger singlet by Breaker, inspired by RVD, was awesome. Any thoughts?
All I watched was the main event because I forgot to record it because it was on Sci-Fi, but it was a good match. Good match.
It was a good match. I enjoyed it. Braun Breaker hit a hell of a spear.
Braun Breaker's great. Love him. All right. AEW Dynamite. Adam Cole attacks Hangman Page. Undisputed Era forever.
UE.
I really liked Adam Cole's promo. I thought he carried himself like a star. Once again, Adam Page is kind of the anxious millennial cowboy, and he was like, doubted himself again, which I like. I get it; it's different, and it's like it's the spin on the championship on a champion. But I kind of want him to just be an ass kicking cowboy who drinks beer and just slaughters everybody.
That was done already. Why would they do it again?
Yeah, well, last time there was a beer drinking cowboy who just killed everybody. It worked out for the company.
But then they're going to be like, "Oh, you're just copying so and so." So why would they do that?
But it's not exactly a copy.
Is it not though?
I mean, the Roman Reigns character is just copying Succession.
By who?
By everybody.
Who's the Roman Reigns character copying?
It's like, a power dynamic and how he's, just.
What is it copying, though? What's Roman copying?
There's no such thing as an original idea, Phillip. Everything is just a copy of a copy of a copy of.
What?
Are
you sure? You sure? In wrestling, I've never heard anybody else say "acknowledge me." I've never heard anybody else call themselves a needle mover.
I'm not saying.
I've never heard anybody else say that they're in God mode. I've heard anybody else say that he's a wrestling god.
I'm not saying that Hangman Page needs to come out to some glass shattering and hit everyone with a sit down cutter.
It's a sit down jawbreaker. Sorry, I'm a commentator. I know these things.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Are you eating Mike and Ike's?
No, I'm eating Lifesaver gummies.
You're a big ass kid. What the fuck? What? Of all the candy. Look, I had a Reese's last night. It was delicious. It was delish.
Sorry.
A little.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, moving on. Sammy Gavor.
No one's ever called themselves the head of the table.
Exactly. This one's what is it? Nobody's ever called themselves a tribal chief. Just like nobody's ever called themselves an industry leader like your boy. Shout out. All right. Sammy Gavor retains the TNT championship. Why do they keep defending the TNT title on TBS? What?
That's their A show and that's their A title.
Okay.
Shows you how much they think about Jade Cargill, huh?
They should. So the TNT title should only be defended on TNT. That's just my personal opinion.
I agree.
Like you're not going to defend the United States title in Japan. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
I feel like they got the wrong shows on the wrong networks.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Dynamite was fine on
went to
TNT.
TBS.
Mm-hmm.
If only Warner Media didn't sign a massive deal with the NHL. Why they have to go do that?
What are y'all's thoughts, man?
It was a good match. Nothing too spectacular about it. I do wonder what they do next because they got the Face of the Revolution match. So does that mean Sammy's going to take the night off there? Is he going to be embroiled with the Inner Circle beef or whatnot? So,
where was Keith Lee on the show?
He did a promo.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a great promo.
It was a Leo Rush-like promo. Like I'm saying in terms of his presence there, like it was just on the screen.
Okay.
But Sammy, match was good.
Sammy Gavor.
The shenanigans was unnecessary.
The tablet to the head. Nice to see Albert, or not what's his name? Andrade? Yeah, that's his name. Nice to see him around. Man.
So he's back to being a mid-carder, huh? I'm sorry, I won't be that guy. I'm sorry. I won't be that guy.
When was he in the main event?
NXT.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. Brandon. Exactly.
He was in the main event.
What, 5 years ago? Good times, right?
Great matches. That match he had with Johnny Gargano, one of the best NXT matches ever.
Fantastic.
And then they call him up to the main roster, and then they take his mouthpiece away, and they're like, "Oh, he can't speak any English, so I guess we can't do anything with him because if you don't speak English, then I guess you're not useful."
What do you mean? Zelina never left him. What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure she did leave him.
I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, when they fired her, sure.
I thought they fired him first.
I don't remember. CM Punk has a segment. He cuts. He cuts. I'm drug free. I'm alcohol free. Talks about that. Talks about MJF wanting to be Piper in Portland. CM Punk MJF dog collar match March 6th. Revolution. Pulls up the picture of Punk and MJF. He's like, MJF, this was the greatest day of your life to me. It was just Friday. Love that. What are your thoughts on this, Brian?
I don't like the dog collar match idea.
Why not? Have you ever seen one? Like,
I've seen a few in WCW.
I called
got a Cody Rhodes mention within the first 10 minutes of AEW.
I know. What they say?
Oh, when's the last time we've had a dog collar match?
That's true. I called a dog collar match for Ugwa in Vegas. That's my first time ever seeing one live up close. It's different, man. It's a different animal. I mean, it's a unique match type. I like it.
It's just weird. It feels weird for Punk. Like for Cody, it makes sense. But
I mean, MJF, he's had a dog collar match before on the Indies. It's actually a pretty good one. I think it was him I think he wrestled Ethan Page actually in that dog collar match.
Okay, so he's used to this.
Can you, Brandon? Who did MJF wrestle in a dog collar match?
But since I'm a student of the game, they keep doing the Piper and Portland thing. One of Roddy Piper's most famous matches was a dog collar match with Greg Valentine. So I think that's what they're going with. And I really like the dog collar match with Rhodes and Brody Lee. So I'm hoping it's not like going to be just so bloody gory because once again, we've had too many of those types of matches, but the way the card's shaping out, it's going to look like that's the only type of match they're going to have. So I enjoyed the hell out of the promo. I thought it was fantastic.
MJF didn't say a word.
MJF not saying anything was kind of a fun little thing. And they were holding out on that picture. We all knew it was going to come out sooner or later. And it finally happened. He had a dog collar match with Ethan Page.
Okay, that's right. I was right. When was that?
Are you just going to make me look up everything?
Yeah. 2016, 15, 17, right? Something like that.
Oh.
I watch a lot of indies, like I said,
Did you watch it, Phillip?
Of course. Very good. Brian Danielson defeats Lee Moriarty. Danielson, that cocky little bastard.
I love the
Moriarty,
match. I thought this was great.
Lee Moriarty is in the same position that Austin Theory's in WWE.
How so?
I don't see him with Tony Khan getting hyped up.
Okay, well, listen, he ain't that, but he's definitely somebody who, when I see him, I see, all right, this guy can be something. Like he's young, right? Moriarty's young guy, right? Young kid?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when I see someone like that athletic, that charismatic, I'm like, wow. He's got to work on the mic a little bit. I was watching Dark, and he was in the ring having a little interview with Tony Schiavone, and I didn't like it at all. But he can go and, stay tuned.
He's great. He is great on the mic. Go listen to the interview he did with Sam Roberts.
Okay. Wait. He cut a promo on Sam Roberts?
You have to go listen to see. Now, I like Lee Moriarty. I mean, just his in that interview he did with Sam Roberts, just his mind and the whole thing behind Tiger style and everything like that. I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of ahead of his time when it comes to thinking about the business like that. And I like that. I enjoy that. Yeah.
I love the match. I thought it was sound. Brian wins pretty decisively. And then the promo afterwards with him and Jon Moxley, I thought was just fantastic. Jon Moxley, once again, delivering a strong promo. He didn't say no, didn't say yes. It looks like we're going to have a match between them two at Revolution. I'm so excited for that. Maybe they just beat the hell out of each other, and by the end, they team up, and I'm all for that as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Santana and Ortiz defeat Hager and Jericho. Jericho, he's lost some weight. He's looking leaner. He's cut. He's moving around much better. He's quicker. What were your thoughts on this, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match. Jericho, as you said, I think has, after he came back from his Fozzy tour, he was looking a little bloated, didn't look that great, but over these past couple weeks, he has gotten in much better shape, and he looked good. He was doing a lot of the heavy lifting on his side with Hager, kind of being the hot tag, and as I think should have happened, the tag team won the tag team match, and they're going forward with the Eddie Kingston Jericho feud. Probably maybe a 6-man or just a straight up singles match at Revolution.
I think they do the singles match and maybe they write Jericho off because Fozzy's about to tour soon. But I noticed because for quite a while, when he did the code breaker, he couldn't jump that high. He was able to jump a little higher when he hit that. So I was like, okay, Jericho's really been putting in that work in the gym.
Yeah, and I think Santana Ortiz winning the convoluted battle royal thing that they're doing and make it to Revolution as one of the tag teams kind of solidifies Jericho was holding us back. And when we finally get rid of him, we're in a tag title match and maybe they win it. Who knows?
Absolutely. Brian, what are your thoughts on Jericho losing weight and looking fantastic in this match?
I love it. Congratulations, Jericho. See, guys like him who have a history of reinventing themselves and maintaining that stardom. He's a rock star.
You see, bro, this is what I've been telling people. The bloat was part of the gimmick.
Come on.
Get in shape. Like y'all don't know. Y'all don't know Jericho. I do.
He had the young guns that could do all the work. He didn't need to be in shape like that.
And then he got in shape and he was moving quicker, right?
He was.
He stopped drinking the beer and went back to the Grey Goose.
That's right.
Jericho's not a beer guy. He's not a beer guy.
He stopped drinking a little bit of that bubbly.
Hey, man, have you had a little bit of the bubbly? Hey, that it's like I'm not a champagne guy. Like I've had other champagnes that are terrible. I'm not just saying this, but like the little bit of the bubbly it's actually good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
DMD attacks Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez. The table didn't break. The table did not break.
Fake 'em D.
I thought they were real.
Listen, fake MD. Okay,
they're not real.
The fake queen, because you're not. Okay.
Have you seen the clip of Charlotte saying like she was being interviewed and she was like, "Do you care about having match of the year awards?" And she was like, "No." Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And then they go to the clip of Britt being like, "Hey, maybe I can win a match of the year." I'm like, "Oh my god, damn."
Listen,
I mean, they don't mean anything when the guy is on the payroll. Meltzer.
Oh, I think this whole situation was sloppy. Bringing in the guy was a little unnecessary, in my opinion. Mercedes Martinez, Thunder Rosa put on an absolute banger. I liked it. It was cool. It wasn't like all that, but it was good. But DMD, she's always needs somebody in her corneries because she's scary of everybody in the women's division E. Sorry, that was dumb.
All right.
That was dumb. Sorry.
That is what it is. We're not gonna blame you.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Shout out Sabrina the Teenage Witch showing up. They just had all of the 90s celebrities.
Bro, Melissa Joan Hart. I love Melissa Joan Hart. Man, Melissa Joan Hart was good. Or are you guys a fan of Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
Did you like the live action of the cartoon? The cartoon was kind of trash.
It's all about the live action.
All about the live action. Mm-hmm.
With the weird black talking cat.
Yeah.
Definitely looked real.
You didn't like Spellman? Love Spellman. Spellman was great.
Great cat.
Great cat. Great kitty.
Yeah, I'm not going to say. Yeah, so we're going to move on to the Elimination Chamber. It is this Sunday. Blood Money in the Sand. Yeah, like I said, this Saturday. Blood Money in the Sand, what, 8, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, something like that. Let's get right into it. So, matches have been made. Let's get into it.
12 women competing, guys. 12.
Yes. The greatest luchador in all of sports entertainment, Rey Mysterio, is going to be fighting the most must-see WWE superstar of all time, Mike Mizanin. Who do we got?
I got Ray.
50-50
He's the cover.
booking.
He's the cover athlete of WWE 2K22.
Yeah, he has to win all his matches. You're right. You're right.
50-50 booking, distraction finish, Miz wins.
We're getting Dominic and Miz at WrestleMania, right?
Oof.
God, I hope not.
Can't wait. Tear the house down.
I hope fucking not.
Exactly.
I mean, freaking.
Let's do it. Let's do it. No? Okay. All right. Naomi and Ronda Rousey versus Sonya Deville and Charlotte Flair.
The Queen City finna carry again.
Wow. Yeah.
Spectacular.
What are they going to be wearing, bro?
T-shirts, like always.
Scuba suits.
T-shirts, like always.
Hey, what if they just say F it and wear their regular gear?
Oh man, that's ballsy.
Let's do it.
Who knows though? Listen, 12 women, Billboard women. Okay,
let's do it. You never know.
I'm so proud of them.
So proud of them. Absolutely. So who do we have?
Okay, so it's either gonna be Naomi pinning Sonya again, which causes Sonya to want that last match at Mania. Because if Sonya pins Naomi, at that point, why would Sonya give Naomi another opportunity to fight her at WrestleMania? Because it's going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Charlotte and Ronda, they're not touching each other till Mania like that. Neither one of them are taking the pin.
Or Charlotte just pins Naomi again.
Oh God, I hope not.
Or Naomi schoolboys or schoolgirls Charlotte. I don't know. We'll see. Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This is gonna be something nice for the in-house crowd.
This is Drew McIntyre's opportunity to see if he can have the crowd. I know it's the Saudi crowd, but this is his opportunity to see if he can make a big match out of Madcap Moss. You know.
We shall see. Happy Corbin. His character will be in 2K22. I'm excited.
So happy about that.
Yeah. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The ones, them Usos. I forgot to mention Solo Sequoia going up against Gunther. That's going to be something.
That's right. Gunther.
Yes. He said, "We'll make you up." Like, oh, Gunther. Yeah. Them ones.
Walter.
The Usos going up against the Viking War Raider Experience for them tag titles. It's the ones all. Throw the one up. See you. If you're gonna be my day one, you gotta throw it up right. I started the one trend.
You go way back.
I go way back with it. Now I got all my kids throwing up the one. I have my own group of ones. I love it. It's great.
One
on one. It's the Usos. We already know it, right? Everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody already know. Cool. All right. It is the Women's Elimination Chamber. The Women's Chamber Elimination. Rhea Ripley, Nikki A.S. Why is she still Nikki? Could she just be a supervillain already?
ASV.
Nikki Dark. Nikki ASH, Bianca Belair, Doudrop, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss. We all know Bianca's winning this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Then she avenges the SummerSlam loss.
She's coming in the chamber match last.
She's coming in hot.
Hey.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Brandon, who you got? Who got in the chamber?
I will say Bianca as well, but they did give Rhea Ripley a whole hell of a lot, having her wrestle like 45 minutes, beating Doudrop, someone who maybe have gotten, a little bit of a push after Royal Rumble, but I do think it's
because of Bianca. Bianca made her look good.
I do think it is going to be.
I mean, Viper Niven's great, but like Bianca really helped elevate her.
I do wonder what's going to happen with Alexa Bliss.
Is she still doing the gimmick?
She's supposed to be back to normal now.
You know what?
I think it's going to be like if she has Lily, she's going to be fine, but if she doesn't have Lily, she's going to be spooky.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Sparkle splash off the chamber.
Let's do it.
You're
I can
right.
see it.
Maybe Lily will come with her, and then someone will try and mess with Lily, and she'll go crazy, and they'll do some CGI stuff.
CGI kung fu-gery.
Yeah,
All right, it is
something
for the
like
Raw Women's Championship. The man, Becky Lynch, is going up against WWE Hall of Famer Lita. Yeah.
that.
Becky.
The man.
Bex. Big time
Man, of
Bex.
course.
Becky.
Big time back.
Big time Becky. All right, it is for the Universal Championship. My tribal chief, our tribal chief, the head of thy table, the man who said he's going to Goldberg, Roman Reigns, defends against Goldberg. I swear to God, bro.
Goldberg's going to get Goldberged.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Last match for Goldberg?
Yep.
What a way to go out.
Get out of here. 100%.
What a way to go out, man. You never know. All right, now it's for the WWE Championship. The almighty Bobby Lashley defends against Brock Lesnar. Seth freaking Rollins. I like the freaking. The freaking is what's up.
The freaking's growing on me.
The freaking who wins? Seth freaking Rollins, Seth freaking, or freaking Rollins. They did that on Cheap Heat, and I'm like, that's actually funny. I chuckled too much. Oh, but yeah, like I said, Seth freaking Rollins, AJ Styles, Riddle, and Austin Theory. It's between Brock and Bobby. It just depends who.
Yeah, Brock and Bobby, but I would really love Austin Theory to win.
No, he's not ready. He's not ready.
And then Cody can come in and
Cody versus Bobby won't be that may not be bad. Because they were in TNA at the same time, right? Yeah. When did Bobby leave TNA? Because Cody was there in 2016 for like 2 months.
Bobby was doing his ATT thing with Dan Lambert.
Okay.
Shout out.
All right.
I am Dan Lambert.
So it's either Brock or Bobby.
Yep.
Brock Lesnar. He wins again. And we get title for title.
All right.
No more titles.
Well, they'll do title for title, but the titles won't be unified.
And they'll just walk around with 2 titles forever, just like Sammy Gavor.
This is my moment to shine. Sammy Gavor coming out here. March 12th? Yeah.
Don't care.
Ty Conti.
There we go.
We're going?
My people will talk to your people.
All right. We're still going to the academy, though, right?
My people will talk to your people.
Superstar Spotlight. Who do we got?
My people will talk to your people.
You're not invited.
Okay.
You're not invited.
Is he invited to Ugwa, though?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when when he's invited, he doesn't show up. But when he's not, that's when he'll show up.
You're a terrible human being if you do that. I don't care. No Superstar Spotlight, nobody?
Listen, Superstar Spotlight, I'm going with the A champion. He is him. Carmelo Hayes.
I am him.
And still.
Yep. All right, cool. What about you?
We'll do John Mox. I really did like that promo with him and Brian.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go out of that Revolution. That's cool.
I'm coming in hot.
Give it a Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. Yep. All right. Promo picks and match picks of the week. Whatever you fans choose. Keep it Elimination Chamber related. Whatever you want to do. The 08 Chamber, the Triple H one is a really good one. Big Daddy V's in there, bumping around. Good stuff. Yeah. All right. There's wrestling this weekend. So Stars of Wrestling, they're doing their Island Bash. For the first time ever, Brian Cage versus Jacob Fatu. That's going to be fire. It's only $20 at the door, I think, guys. It's in Alameda. Go look up Stars of Wrestling, California, CA, to find it. It's going to be something special. I'll post about it on the Bulletcast, Instagram, and Twitter. And then, of course, Age of Aquarius is this Sunday at Emporium. We have Journey Fatu going up against Sandra Moon. We have Big Juicy Finale going up against Tony Vargas for the Beast of the East title. I know Midas Creed and D Rogue are going to be wrestling each other. There's going to be a quest for the key. World's Freshest Tag Team and Money Power Respect are going at it for the tag titles. Dutra's defending the Ugwa Championship against somebody. A lot of great stuff's happening at the Age of Aquarius, man. You don't want to miss it. And if Brian Tronic does not show up, he will be stripped of the Bulletcast Championship.
And will not.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all the love and support. 5 years down, so many more to go. And if I can call on the cast, the Bulletcast universe, if I can call on you, my kids that I coach, we have a very big tournament this weekend. One girl has the potential to go to state, continue to make history at the school. So if we can get your thoughts, your prayers, your T's and P's, all the stuff, all the love and support we needed. Thank you guys so much, and we will talk to you next time.
This elite podcast here. Ain't nobody better. Look.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.